Alright, YouTube, it is Mr. Mean coming at you this fine Sunday afternoon about 1 p.m. I hope everybody is doing well. Let me adjust the old camera here. There we go. I hope everyone is doing well. Today's video du jour is something new for Everyday Heroes. This is by Evil Genius Games. I want to start by saying I don't know anything about Evil Genius Games. I didn't back the Kickstarter. Everyone on the channel here knows that I am not a fan of 5e. I don't particularly care for the mechanics. I don't like the system. Not that it's a bad system, it's just not the system for me. As far as fantasy goes in 5e. Now, Esper Genesis, I think, is really good. It's a 5e system by Alligator Game. I believe it's Back Alley or Alligator Games. I can't remember the company. It's on the shelf over there. But I got turned on to this from Brian Eiskopf, a good friend of mine, and some of the meanies on my Discord. If you haven't checked out my Discord, there's a permalink down below. Go check out the channel there. We talk about RPGs and our role-playing games and video games and everything like that. We have a bunch of different channels. I invite you to check it out. Excuse me, I'm still fighting a cold. I actually like this. I like the way they do things. I've done a review. Go back into Doobly-Doo and check it out. But that's not what we're here to talk about. And this is a chunky book, my friends. It was Kickstarted. I know there's some controversies around a lot of stuff that's going on with the company. I'm not here to talk about that. I don't really know what's going on. So not my place. I do like the spine of the book. I like the way, I like the Evil Genius down there. It does have a ribbon. So real nice book, hardback, huge, heavy, chock full of gaming goodness. I am a fan of Everyday Heroes because I want to see the old 3.5 version of Urban Arcana come back. I've always wanted to run a modern day fantasy game. And Urban Arcana allowed me to do that, and I ran a couple sessions back in the day of the 3.5 days, and I enjoyed it, and I played in a couple of games as well that I also enjoyed. So when I heard about Everyday Heroes and that one of the proposed settings was Urban Arcana, I said, well, I'll get the book. Brian ran a session or two for the meanies, and I really enjoyed it. I played a strong hero. It was a lot of fun. It really suited, and the mechanics of the game let every hero shine in one shape or form or another. Ron plays RPGs. Excuse me, I'm sorry about the cough. Ron, as a YouTube channel, he's done some really extensive breakdowns of all the character classes and stuff. So go check his videos out. But what caught my eye at the store when I was down at the Source down in Minneapolis, which is a huge game store. I don't really have a very good game store up here in northern Minnesota. Where I live in Duluth, so there's no really good game store up here. So I either buy my stuff via Amazon. Every once in a while I'll see something on Barnes & Nobles, which I'll go pick up, or I order, I go to the cities once every month and a half, 2 months or whatever, and then I stop into the Source and I buy a couple of things. So anyway, what caught my eye at the Source the last time I was there was the Vault Volume 1. So just by the title, we can assume that hopefully there's going to be a Volume 2 and maybe a Volume 3. I don't know. What's neat about this is, A, it's hardback. It does have a ribbon in it. As you can see, a little red dot there. Enjoys the same spine as the core book. Let me get the glare out of the way. Love the cover. You've got aliens and like monsters or whatever fighting. You got a soldier, you got a mutant, and you got a like an everyday hero with a guzzi arm. I don't know what the Chinese version of that weapon is called. It looks like a big axe. But what's neat about this is obviously it's 5e compatible. It's 352 pages, full color, full index. You can't go wrong with it. 25 new hero classes, 12 plus new backgrounds and professions, a crap ton of feats, a GM's section with over 100 new NPCs, 12 new core rule and errata and changes, rules for building new heroes and playing kids. So you can play the scrappy kid if you've ever played Feng Shui, then you kind of know where I'm getting at here. But what I like about this is it's laid out. The art is, of course, fantastic, and we gotta have a beach babe there, surrounded by a bunch of hunks with some guys with cybernetics. The art is fantastic. You could play Universal Soldiers. I mean, there's kind of an image right there. It's got a whole bunch of weapons in it. It's got cybernetics. It does have some fantasy type monsters. While this is not everything you would need to play said Urban Arcana type environment, but we do, we have a Cerebus Hound, we have a Magma Guardian, we have a Gorgon, corpse puppets and things. So there's a number of things in here that you could do to make this an Urban Arcana. So it's a step in the right direction. We're not there 100%. I'm still hoping that they'll come out with an Urban Arcana equivalent that I could use to run, because I would run it. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I would run Everyday Heroes. I like the mechanics enough. They made enough changes that at its core, it feels like a different game and it plays like a different game. And I think they just took the backbone of 5e and they made it better. Kind of like how I feel Esper Genesis did that for the sci-fi genre for D&D. I'm a big Esper Genesis fan. I think their setting is pretty good. I don't know if they ever came out with a third book. I know they did a successful Kickstarter, but go back and watch my Esper Genesis videos down in the doobly-doo, or in the vault, the vault, in the archives, and check out that video. But I gotta say, this is a winner. If you're looking to add more weapons, more character classes, more feats, more abilities, you want to run a zombie apocalypse game, you want to run espionage type games, you want to run cybernetics, power. I mean, come on, fantastic art right there. Scottish chick flipping off come on. There's all kinds of stuff. Spy, networker, motorhead, there's pretty much everything in here you want to be. Commander, combat scout, gutter rat. You name it. There's all kinds of cybernetics, special powers, the smart soothsayer is a smart hero. So all these new character classes, the mutant shifter, which is a tough hero, mutant psychic, the wise hero, mutant giant, strong hero, monster hunter, the tough hero. Look, it's a chick missing an arm, but she ain't having that. She's still gonna kick ass and take names. It's a lot of fun stuff. It's a game that doesn't take itself too serious. I kind of like that. There's tons of chosen heroes. So if you wanted to play like a modern kung fu hero, in a zombie apocalypse, you can do that with this game. There's all kinds of, survivalist, street warrior. It's just charming hero, the spy. You can go nuts with this game, and that's what I kind of like about it. The commander is a wise hero. The combat scout is an agile hero. Combat medic is a smart hero. You got all kinds of cool stuff in here. Combat engineer. Ooh, I used to be a combat engineer in the Army, so that kind of sparks me. Brutal warrior, strong hero. All kinds of classes for you to just invest upon. New career paths that you can go. Mech technician, so you can do war photographer, salesperson, revolutionary leader, rat catcher, which I think is hilarious, occultist, pawn shop owner. It's just got tons of stuff. And of course, when you pick one of those, you're going to get some skills that kind of help you. Extraordinary backgrounds, Japanese samurai, I can't say enough good things about it. And, like I said, I'm not a 5e fan. I don't have any love for WotC and all their stupidity that they've done, and I don't want to support them in any way, shape, or form. But this is a small creator. I know they've had some problems with financing and stuff like that. It's not my place to say. I don't really care. I bought this at the local game store. I ordered the core book, Everyday Heroes, off of Amazon. So I'm supporting the creator second on the secondary market, but of course Amazon and the source bought the product from whoever the distributor is. So I'm sure the designers in the company, Evil Genius Games, is getting a cut. So that I'm okay with that. It's licensed 5e, under the OGL, whatever that future brings. So I'm happy I have this in my collection. But who knows? This could become illegal in a year or less under WotC's management or Hasbro's management. So I have it in my collection. If they come out with a volume 2, I'll probably pick it up. I'm a completionist when it comes to my games. I like to have everything all together. I got something on here. I must have spilled something. It's gone now. I kind of like the setting. I like the mechanics. And again, it pains me to say this because I've spoken out very clearly on my disdain for WotC and their products for the most part. But yet this is a good product. Is it a good game? That's up to you to decide. Mr. Mean's going to tell you that if you want a campy game, you could run this very seriously, very dark. That's up to your group on how you like to play. I would love to get my local game group to play this. I love playing games online, don't get me wrong, but there's nothing better than sitting around the table and telling a story and watching your friend's expression as you do things and the situation evolves. And I think this is the kind of game that would make for a lot of fun. But I think you could go dark with it. You could go serious with it because it's modern day. Of course, you got to play to your group. And, some people don't like modern day, or they don't want, certain tropes that are, in modern day in their game. They want to escape reality. So, obviously play to your group's strength, minimize your group's weaknesses. But you can do some sci-fi stuff here. You can do some dark fantasy. You can do, modern day monsters like Urban Arcana. There's a little bit in here that would help you. And it wouldn't take much tweaking, to be honest, to make this solid Urban Arcana with the core rulebook. You do need the Everyday Hero core book to take advantage of the Vault Volume 1. So I want to make sure that's clear. This is not standalone. You need the Vault core because that's going to tell you how to make characters and all your advances and stuff and all your character classes. This is just extra character classes and advances and feats and backgrounds and jobs. So yeah, super cool stuff. I highly recommend it. If you're into that 5e alternate mechanics, some people aren't. And I know a lot of my viewers probably are in that category that they don't care about 5e. They play other games. I will say, great cannon fodder for, say, modern age or fantasy age or GURPS or, Palladium Rifts or Palladium Fantasy for that matter, or any of the weirder games that you want to, maybe Witchcraft if you're into Eden Studios. This is source material that could be used for any of that stuff, and you could just modify it accordingly. You don't have to rewrite it. It just steal the ideas you like and find a way to make it work within that chosen game. I'm a big fan of. I do that. Hence why I have such a large library. I will pick up something and, that adventure will work perfectly for my group, and I'll put it in there. So yeah, it's a lot of good source material. It's a good addition. If you already own Everyday Heroes, I think this is a valued addition to your collection as far as information and material for running the game. So if you have Everyday Heroes and you don't have the Vault, I highly recommend you pick it up. It's going to add more to your game, and that's always good. Players love options. So I just wanted to give a little video, show a little love, let you guys know that I don't completely hate 5th edition. There are some redeeming qualities, and this is one of them. And I'm thoroughly enjoying the read. I like a lot of what's in here. Would I run it? Yeah, I would. I would run this. If I could get a little bit more source material that would help me flesh out Urban Arcana, I would run an Urban Arcana game using Everyday Heroes. And I know there's a couple of meanies on the channel on my Discord that have expressed interest that if I do, they want to play. So that's always good. It's always nice. So again, another shout out to all the meanies out there because they kind of turned me on to this one. And I'm very happy with it. So a big thank you to all you guys. Especially Ron Talks Tabletop Games. Ron, I think, is kind of one of the ones that turned me onto it. I did go and watch a number of his videos because, like I said, he does a very extensive breakdown into a lot of the classes and everything. So go check him out if you can. He's another YouTuber. He's great. He's also on the Discord channel. So if you want to chat with him, feel free to pop into Discord and just look for Ron Talks Tabletop. And you'll probably get a message from him or send him a private message. So, that's pretty much all I have to say on Everyday Heroes. It's a buy in my book. I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. Do you already own it? Are you using it in your games? Let me know down in the doobly-doo. I've been saying this a lot in the videos, but what's killing the channel is lack of engagement between me and you. YouTube really wants to see the video links being watched and engagement. They want to see conversations in the chat. Now, most of my viewers just jump onto the Discord and we chat there. But, you know, if you're playing Everyday Heroes or you've played it, you didn't like it, let me know down in the notes below. Post a comment. It means a lot. I try to reply to all the comments. I just did Fantasy Age. Doing good. I think we're up over 100 views on that one, so pretty excited about that. And then other than that, as always, like and subscribe. Thumbs if you loved it. Subs if you really, really enjoyed it. It's thumbs, subs if you liked it. Man, I can't get this right. Thumbs if you liked it, subs if you loved it. Does that make sense now? Dave Tootie, a very prominent tech YouTuber, that's his phrase, and I like it. And then Matt Colville always says down in the doobly-doo, which I have conversely stolen. What else is on? You can support the channel if you like via Patreon or Ko-Fi. There's links down in the doobly-doo. You can hit me up. You can use my drive-through affiliate link. If you want to pick up Everyday Heroes, there's a link in the show notes to my drive-through affiliate. It doesn't cost you anything extra, and it does put a couple pennies in my pocket, and all that money goes back into the channel, so I do appreciate it. If you just want to do a one-time donation, Ko-Fi, formerly Buy Me a Coffee, it's now Ko-Fi. You can support the channel that way, or if you like a monthly subscription, it's $5. I don't see a need to raise it or anything for what I provide. I think it's a fair price. And I will say, thanks to Darlene on the Discord channel, she is a hobbyist and a crafter, and she made me these really cool koozies. And I think we're selling them for $5 a piece plus shipping and handling, which is a little on the steep side for a koozie, but it's kind of sort of handmade, and they're very durable. And it's got the Mr. Mean logo on it. If you want one, drop on the Discord and shoot Darlene a message, or just put a message there to say, hey, I want a koozie, and someone will reach out to you. We're going to hopefully maybe open a merch store later in the year. We're going to have mouse pads. We're going to have T-shirts. We might even have a couple of coffee cups. We've got some keychains. And that's all Darlene doing all that hard work. And I believe it or not, I'm not going to get any of the profits of this. This all goes to her. It's her hard work doing it. I don't do anything but shill away for it. So I'm not really interested. I mean, if she wants to kick me down a couple bucks, if we sell 20 koozies, send me $5. Hey, I'm good. But she did send me a couple. I paid for them. I gave all of my gaming group. I got 5 guys in my gaming group. I gave them each one. Cost me like 25 bucks or something after shipping and everything was done. So to me, it was worth it. And they really got a kick out of it last night. We had our Pathfinder Trouble in Otari game last night at my local house game. So a lot of fun. If you're into this, we have stickers. We're going to have some other merch. Keep an eye on the Mr. Mean Speaks Discord channel, and we'll have all that information there. So as always, peace and hair grease. Remember, Mr. Mean says to be nice, as always. And thank you guys so much for watching and subscribing and all the notes. I love seeing the notes and the engagement from the community. And if you found this video useful and you had a good time, leave a note and say so. It really means a lot. So as always, guys, take care. Peace and hair grease, and I'll talk to you in the next one.